Welcome to Golden Faces UK. Today, we are stepping into the world of Keeping Up Appearances, 1990 to 1995, the classic British sitcom that brought elegance, embarrassment, and endless laughter to living rooms across the UK. At the centre of it all was Hyacinth Bucket, always pronounced Bouquet, whose tireless efforts to project upper-class perfection were constantly undone by her down-to-earth family. With Richard's weary patience, Onslow's unapologetic sloppiness, and Elizabeth's teacup jitters, the show struck a perfect balance of charm and chaos. Now, let's take a look at how the stars of Keeping Up Appearances have changed over the years, and where life has taken them since the show first aired. Richard, the long-suffering and quietly sarcastic husband of Hyacinth in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Clive Swift. Born on February 9, 1936, in Liverpool, England, Swift was 54 years old when he first appeared as Richard in 1990. With his deadpan delivery, weary sighs, and subtle eye rolls, Richard served as the perfect counterbalance to Hyacinth's social climbing antics. His understated humour and reluctant tolerance added charm and relatability to the show's farcical tone. Swift played the role until the series concluded in 1995. He died on February 1, 2019, at age 82, following a short illness. Daisy, the sweet-natured and daydreamy sister of Hyacinth in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Judy Cornwell. Born on February 22, 1940, in Hammersmith, London, Cornwell was 50 years old when she first appeared as Daisy in 1990. With her laid-back attitude, love for romance novels, and unbothered demeanour, Daisy brought a light-hearted warmth to the series. Her easygoing relationship with her scruffy husband Onslow contrasted hilariously with Hyacinth's uptight pretensions. Cornwell's performance made Daisy a fan favourite. As of 2025, Judy Cornwell is 85 years old and continues to be appreciated for a diverse career that spans comedy, drama, and literature. Elizabeth, the nervous and kind-hearted neighbour who often found herself spilling tea under Hyacinth's watchful eye in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Josephine Tewson. Born on February 26, 1931, in Hampstead, London, Tewson was 59 years old when she first appeared as Elizabeth in 1990. With her anxious smiles, hesitant manners, and frequent teacup disasters, Elizabeth became a relatable and endearing presence on the show. Her quiet exasperation and gentle humour provided a perfect foil to Hyacinth's overbearing charm. Tewson remained a beloved part of the series through its run. She died on August 18, 2022, at age 91, following a short illness. Onslow, the laid-back, beer-loving brother-in-law of Hyacinth in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Geoffrey Hughes. Born on February 2, 1944, in Wallasey, Cheshire, Hughes was 46 years old when he first took on the role in 1990. With his unkempt appearance, ever-present vest, and booming laugh, Onslow became a fan favourite for his unapologetic lifestyle and unexpected moments of wisdom. His chemistry with Judy Cornwell's Daisy added warmth and hilarity to the show. Hughes brought depth to the character behind the comedy. He passed away on July 27, 2012, at age 68, following a battle with prostate cancer. Emmett, the musically gifted yet perpetually flustered neighbour tormented by Hyacinth's off-key singing in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by David Griffin. Born on July 19, 1943, in Richmond, Surrey, Griffin was 48 years old when he joined the series in 1991. Emmett's panicked expressions, theatrical flair, and his whispered cries of "she's singing again" made him one of the show's most relatable victims. His character brought both exasperation and charm to the dynamic neighbourhood ensemble. Griffin remained a recurring part of the series until it ended in 1995. Currently, David Griffin is 82 and enjoys a quiet life away from spotlight. Rose, the vivacious and romantically impulsive sister of Hyacinth in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Mary Miller. Born on July 26, 1936, in Doncaster, Yorkshire, Miller was 55 years old when she took over the role in 1991. With her bold wardrobe, dramatic entrances, and ever-changing love interests, Rose brought a lively and unpredictable energy to the show's suburban chaos. Miller's portrayal added depth and comedic spark, making Rose a fan favourite despite her limited appearances. Her final appearances on the show left a lasting impression on audiences. Mary Miller died on November 10, 1998, at age 62, following a battle with ovarian cancer. Michael, the mild-mannered and often bewildered vicar regularly caught in Hyacinth's social schemes in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Jeremy Giddens. Born on January 30, 1956, in Manchester, England, Giddens was 34 years old when he first appeared in the role in 1990. As the long-suffering clergyman, Giddens brought quiet humour and gentle exasperation to every scene, often serving as the straight man to Hyacinth's overbearing charm. His reactions became a key part of the show's comedic rhythm. Today, Jeremy Giddens is 69 years old and continues to act occasionally, while also engaging in community and voice work. The vicar's wife, frequently seen exchanging knowing glances and subtle smiles as her husband endured Hyacinth's social intrusions in keeping up appearances, was portrayed by Marion Barron. Born in 1958 in British Nigeria, Barron was 32 years old when she began appearing on the show in 1990. Her quiet wit and understated presence balanced the vicar's flustered energy, offering viewers a grounded counterpoint in the chaotic world of Hyacinth Bucket. Though not a central character, Barron's performances left a warm, memorable impression. Now, Marion Barron is 67 years old and has largely stepped back from acting in recent years. Michael, the unlucky postman constantly intercepted by Hyacinth Bucket's relentless hospitality in keeping up appearances, was portrayed by David Jansen. Born on March 30, 1950, in Clapham, London, Jansen was 42 years old when he first took over the role in 1992, replacing the original actor in later seasons. His exasperated expressions and comic timing made his brief appearances a consistent source of laughs. Jansen brought charm to a small but memorable role that resonated with fans of the series. Presently, David Jansen is 75 years old and continues to engage in theatre and television work, though less frequently than before. Hyacinth Bucket, the snobbish, social climbing matriarch determined to prove her superiority in keeping up appearances, was portrayed by Patricia Routledge. Born on February 17, 1929, in Tranmere, Cheshire, Routledge was 61 years old when she first appeared as Hyacinth in 1990. With her booming voice, exaggerated politeness, and insistence on pronouncing her surname Bouquet, Hyacinth quickly became a beloved comedic figure. Her relentless efforts to maintain decorum despite the chaos around her brought endless laughs. Routledge played the role until the series ended in 1995. As of 2025, Routledge is 96 years old and retired, her legacy in British comedy securely cemented. Rose, the flirtatious and free-spirited sister in Keeping Up Appearances, was originally portrayed by Shirley Stelfox. Born on April 11, 1941, in Duckenfield, Cheshire, Stelfox was 49 years old when she first appeared as Rose in 1990. With her bold outfits, romantic escapades, and no-nonsense attitude, Stelfox's version of Rose added an unpredictable spark to the show's early episodes. Her spirited performance contrasted hilariously with Hyacinth's uptight demeanour. After the first series, the role was recast. Shirley Stelfox went on to have a successful career in British television. She died on December 15, 2015, at age 74, following a short battle with cancer. Violet, the wealthy and often unseen sister of Hyacinth Bucket in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Anna Dawson. Born on July 27, 1937, in Bolton, Lancashire, Dawson was 58 years old when she first took on the role in 1995. Though Violet was mostly talked about rather than seen, her occasional appearances, complete with tales of luxury and dramatic household woes, brought a fresh layer of humour to the show. Dawson's refined yet weary portrayal added contrast to Hyacinth's social climbing antics. Currently, Anna Dawson is 88 years old and has stepped away from public life, remembered for her elegant touch in British television comedy. The Major, Hyacinth Bucket's ex-military neighbour with a fondness for brandy and romantic misadventures, was portrayed by Peter Cellier. Born on July 12, 1928, in Hendon, Middlesex, Cellier was 62 years old when he first appeared in Keeping Up Appearances in 1990. With his clipped speech, polished demeanour, and occasional tipsy charm, the Major became a memorable part of the show's suburban chaos. His character added a touch of upper-class absurdity, often swept up in Hyacinth's social schemes. Today, Peter Cellier is 97 years old. Though long retired, he is fondly remembered for his long career in British stage and screen comedy. Councillor Mrs. Nugent, the no-nonsense local authority figure often caught in Hyacinth's elaborate social performances, was portrayed by Charmian May. Born on June 16, 1937, in Purbrook, May was 53 years old when she took on the role in 1990. With her poised delivery and unimpressed expressions, she served as a humorous foil to Hyacinth's overbearing charm. May's brief but impactful appearances added a layer of bureaucratic satire to the show's suburban comedy. Beyond this role, she enjoyed a diverse career across stage and screen. Charmian May died on October 24, 2002, at age 65, following a battle with cancer. Frank, the quietly observant neighbor occasionally swept up in Hyacinth's dramatic world, was portrayed by Robert McBain. Born on October 9, 1932, in the UK, McBain was 59 years old when he appeared on Keeping Up Appearances in 1991. Though his role was small, his calm presence and subtle reactions provided a nice contrast to the chaos often stirred by Hyacinth's social ambitions. McBain's understated performance added texture to the show's neighborhood dynamic. Outside of the series, he worked steadily in British television throughout the 80s and 90s. Robert McBain passed away on April 24, 2004, at the age of 71. The Doctor, a calm and collected presence amid Hyacinth Bucket's whirlwind social aspirations in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Bruce Alexander. Born on May 28, 1946, in Watford, Hertfordshire, Alexander was 44 years old when he first took on the role in 1990. His understated performance provided a subtle counterbalance to the show's more flamboyant characters, adding a touch of grounded charm to each of his scenes. Outside of the series, Alexander is well known for his role as Superintendent Mullet in A Touch of Frost. Now, Alexander is 79 and continues to engage in stage and screen work. Sergeant Watkins, the stern yet subtly comic police officer in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Eric Cart. Born on June 18, 1946, in Hampshire, England, Cart was 44 years old when he appeared as Sergeant Watkins in 1990. Though his role was brief, Cart brought a touch of dry authority to the scene, contrasting hilariously with Hyacinth's exaggerated social pretensions. Outside of the sitcom, Cart has had a steady television career, with appearances in The Professionals, Poirot, and The Bill. Presently, Cart is 79 years old and lives a quiet life out of the public eye. The Vicar, the mild-mannered clergyman often caught in Hyacinth Bucket's whirlwind of social ambition in Keeping Up Appearances, was portrayed by Gerald Sim. Born on June 4, 1925, in Liverpool, Sim was 65 when he first appeared in the role in 1990. His character's quiet exasperation and nervous attempts to maintain decorum made him a subtle source of comedy amid the chaos. Sim's refined screen presence gave the Vicar a gentle dignity, even when overwhelmed by Hyacinth's relentless help. He stepped away from acting in the early 2000s. Gerald Sim died on December 11, 2014, at age 89, following a long illness. And that wraps up our look at the transformations of the Keeping Up Appearances cast. Which character still makes you laugh the most? Were you surprised by what came next in their lives and careers? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this nostalgic journey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Faces UK for more tributes to Britain's most beloved TV stars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.